Last year was my first time, and I really loved it. It was just for 1 week from Dublin to Havre in Normandy, France. I really loved it, and the experience was awesome. So I wanted to repeat, and this time I wanted it to be a little bit longer, so that I could get more used to all the ropes and the sails and so on, because it really needs some time to get used to that. So yeah, this time I wanted it to be double, and I took the 2 week trip. Well, I think that last year I got to know myself better, in the sense that I could do many more things than I expected. Probably, like you can be really tough and strong if you are really interested in doing something. So it's about, I don't know, believing in yourself and all this, because it's quite an experience, but it's also tough at times. I really loved the whole trip, because I think it's most of the times you really need to take it as a whole. There's not really just a part of it that I really loved, but of course I had something special going on. I had my birthday on board. That was so cool. It was my 29th birthday, and it was the first time that I was sailing at the same time. And we could celebrate it. People baked a cake for me, and it was awesome. And that was, I guess, the most special part of the trip. Well, sometimes you just feel so tired, and you have, like, for example, the first 2 days I was so excited I couldn't even sleep, and it was really making me mad, because I went to bed and it was impossible to sleep, but I was so tired, and that was really nervy. But in the end, we just are so tired that it's impossible not to sleep. I love it. I think it's something that makes you feel kind of powerful, but at the same time, it's so much responsibility. You have to be all the time on lookout for other ships, and especially at night. I find that's the most difficult part. For me, for example, I think it also has to do with my sight, because I can't sleep properly, and even with my glasses on, it's really difficult at night. But we also had some interesting workshops on traffic lights and buoys and so on. So it's like everything comes like into a full circle, and everything makes sense in the end. But being at the helm at night, it's super exhausting. For example, I love it because you can also use the stars for orientation and so on, and that's so beautiful. But it's also, I think, the most tiring and exhausting part. Positive, because you get to know other people and work with different people, different nations, and of course different personalities. It's all about that, and it's cool. Yeah, it's all about being collaborative and trying to have a good atmosphere in which all the people feel comfortable, and yeah, like working together and as a team. You feel so comfortable on Atyla. That you can come to Atyla being an expert or being absolutely unaware of how any of the ropes or the sails work, and there's just somebody who will tell you how this works.